This is a best of
cum
7.
syrup. I know.
I'm gonna assume
If I Google cum syrup,
don't do that.
Don't, God, no.
Oh no! Oh no!
What?
Top
why would
result
you
is
do that?
Top result is an Amazon product. Yummy cummy semen flavor enhancer.
What?
Awesome.
I don't want to think about Cheeks, but we might be watching some Cheeks getting clapped here in the grand finals. It's me and Fawn. We're bringing you the last game of the fucking day. We are 7 hours and 19 minutes deep, and we could have 6 more half-hour-long maps to go.
Yes, you are entirely right, Kresnik. But you know what? I'd rather be here with one of my good friends, one of my best friends, than be anywhere else. Right
Oh,
now.
come on, man. Don't say that.
That's all I'm saying.
Are you gonna do this for both Roko casts too?
No, because because it's gonna get old at that point. But you know what? It's fine as it is so far. Stream is lagging a little bit, but it's okay.
Okay.
We'll make do with what
If it's unwatchable, tell me and I will play by play.
Okay. So far, with this being the case, the frost bomb goes out, manages to get 2 roots. The poke is free. It is good, and they manage to get a kill on the Ying. Khan is going to be the first one that extracts this first blood from, ironically enough, the red team, as Blue pushes forward and proceeds to try and get his own.
Good pressure already. You can see Mather and the Ash both giving up a little bit of space. I don't know if I love giving them that room against this Willow, letting her set up, but I understand it. I think with the Dumba, you got to play in your line of sight, maybe bait them in to try to punish them, and they might have that chance here. There's already 2 players isolated. The Andrew and the Ash ready to pounce at a moment's notice, but the real fight might be happening on the other side.
Fight over on apartments is definitely one to keep in mind, but meanwhile, the points have slowly been adding up on the side of Octavia. That is 66% already available on the board for the boys in red. Things are not going as well for Sophia, but Octavia are doing pretty well in the long run. Because now this is going to overtime. I imagine that they have to back off for a little bit. Oh! It was the Barrett dash. Nobody was stepping on point, so the Barrett dash, when he was trying to escape and use his maneuverability, he accidentally, I don't know if he accidentally, but he touched the point. And it gave them that extra point.
He just dashes in and out. He literally steals that one away from right in front of them, and they want to roll this in with an illusory rift, but there's an assert dominance. It's on top behind them, and everyone else is going to have to run away even with all the extra healing.
And here we go with the assert dominance comes plenty of kills. King Nick manages to get 1, and Big Boy gets the other one. That's 2 already down.
You can call him Eagle if you don't want to call him Big Boy.
Thank you. I appreciate finding the alternative to that name. I appreciate it, Kresnik, more than anything. We're trying to see if they can push in Dread Serpent, the Immortal as well. Things are going so well for at least Sophia. They have to back up a little bit. They're using a lot of ultimates just to try and get this retake. Mathers goes down thanks to Prosper Law. Ash might be the next one, and she is. Nosy goes down soon after that. King Nick, the rest of Sophia are going to get eliminated from this, and they're sitting back to their spawn doors. Octavia finally make it to the cart and want to push this one forward.
I think it makes sense. She has non-stop pressure on them effectively. If it happens that way, and if you shield in front of you, it will do absolutely nothing when you're getting breathed on from above by a fucking dragon flying in from the sky. That's of course a little bit map dependent, an area of the map dependent. Mid will be a lot stronger for it, but at the very least, it knows he's buying a ton of space for his team right now.
Yeah. All of them have to respect the dragon as they peel back and fire shots into it. They eventually get rid of it, but King Nick gets brought low as soon as that dragon is gone. Frostbomb tossed out just to help with a little bit more of the peel that Sophia have on their team. 30 seconds remaining. The Law is cocked and ready. Obviously, they're waiting for an opportunity to use it, but for right now, things are mostly playing on the side by apartment. King Nick gets brought low again, but no definitive kill. Frostbomb goes out, still gets the root, but they manage to end up killing King Nick. The cart is still rolling forward with at least 10 seconds remaining. It is being contested for the most part. The shield is up, and they're still trying to roll it right on through. They have the assert dominance. They want to use it. It is pretty early in the game. Pretty early in the set, they're going to try and make sure they can lock this one down to fight back. Nosy. They're going with the Inferno Cannon. Nosy's trying to contest the Willow up and above, and oh my goodness, what a save on the side of Octavia. Prosper Logic comes around, gets the kill on Nosy, but it doesn't matter. They force them off of the objective, and we're at a 1-1.
Yeah, that is, just look at the gap between shield pressure between the two of them. That's 75,000 roughly damage spread between both of the red team tanks and both of the blue team tanks. Yeah, we're shield tanks too, but we're like 40. That's a 30,000 difference in the amount of shielding that's being burnt away.
Yeah. And obviously we have a situation here where things are getting a little bit more dicey. They're taking up the same positioning as before. There's still nothing too definitive. It's getting tossed out. Beautiful overpower as well to get the early pick. The Immortal drags him out of range. Fernando tries to help him, but he's a little bit too sluggish when he's using that ultimate. The Frost Bomb manages to root Barrick. They're looking for a better opportunity to kill him, and they end up finding it. Now they can push a little bit more forward. The score being at 1-1 and Nosy with a double kill means that Sophia have gained control over the objective.
They've stabilized, and this time they're going to stay forward. This is the difference between last round, right? They let them get into tree previously and walk through. And now, I guess, a big difference as well. They have the dragon, and it's running them down entirely. Logi so low after this. They won't really have a chance to push. The other tanks are going to have to do it, and they're reeling. They're running away.
Charging up the Fire Blast as well. They're still stuck by their spawn for the most part. The Imani is carrying things against these opposing drafts. Etsu pushes up. He has the Dome Shield. Dread Serpent goes out. They want to fight, but Dome Shield to try and zone things to make it a little bit better. Etsu dies immediately.
No one's cleaning up.
As soon as he drops the Dome Shield, no one else can push in to do anything. They're pushing forward and making sure that they put their best foot forward, literally, as they clean up the remaining members of Team Octavia.
Potential Accursed Arm if he charges it up. If they're stuck there long enough, this could be a massive Accursed Arm, but Nick still has to charge it.
89% to 90. Accursed Arm, like you said, still building steadily in the mist as they're trying to round this point. They want to buy their time, get opening poke, so that way they can cement their lead a lot easier. Frost Bomb goes out, manages to get blocked by the shield, but the shields are breaking thanks to the Imani just trying to find as much free poke as she can, and she's finding it. It's not doing much, but it is something that you have to be wary of. They have to hide. You see how everyone's grouping up around like a specific corner? Like they can't peek because the Imani poke's too dangerous. It's hard for them to try and push through this. They even put the turret there to try and see if he can body block a little bit of the shots to make it easier for him, and the dragon's already up. This might be a little bit more concerning. They have to pop the Immortal. There's no other way. Turns the dragon right around and waits for the Immortal to pop back. They use the assert dominance. That's absolutely huge. They get multiple stuns on the side of Octavia. They want to even push it even more, and they get that 3-1 already. My goodness,
no.
what an assert dominance.
I've really never seen Ice Imani get this much value in a competitive game, barring, of course, thinking about, you know, the last time we saw Ice Imani this tournament. But I haven't seen Imani be this successful in a very long time.
Neither have I, and I think that's why I mentioned it being one of the picks of the day, at least for me in my book. I've seen it get so much mileage that we never would have expected Monty to be able to get fires the fireball right into the wall. That's unfortunate, but even still, they are forcing people out of apartments. They're getting their space. Huge chunk on the Scorch as well. As Fernando slowly trying to walk them down, looking for more opportunities to capitalize this position. They have the, as soon as that shield breaks, he's going to try and look for some sort of overpower. If they get the kill here, the overpower is the next in the menu to utilize. Logi goes down, Prosper Logic, the same way Octavia has been on point the entire time, and they've been biding their time as the clock has been ticking. You have plenty of opportunities to capture this objective. You have the comeback mechanic, but they aren't able to quite do it. He's the first person he sees he's going to overpower. Like, he just has to. Like, that's what I'm imagining he does. Well, okay, maybe not the Willow, but you get the point. So.
Yeah, he'll be able to pull someone else. It won't be the Nando, though, right now, unless he gets him in the window. This would be the perfect time, the angle, but he knows he can't get it. He's going to maybe look to stop Etsu, but he has to hold with the shield. There's the Dread Serpent on the point as well. Now he can touch, but he can't get the pull. It's Alex through. It lets him get the touch, but Alex should be living one more second. Not too much longer. Did they leave the point again? Etsu just walks the... Oh, my fucking God.
I can't believe that. If he didn't pull him, because they literally could
have held him off the point. He could have held him like an inch away from the point and just held him off so he couldn't touch. That's literally all that they had to do. But they gave it away. They literally surrendered that point to Octavia, hoping that I burn to a fucking crisp in this room.
Right.
And they're not even looking like they're really going to stabilize here, even with PJ's great stun.
They're trying to make it in the best way that they can. PJ manages to get one, but at the same time, Eagle goes down to Logi, Etsu, Eagle, both of them gone. Just 5 hit. That's how you have to look at it from that perspective.
You just can't beat Etsu if he's gonna just sneak the point away twice in a row and live with 350 HP. Just walk out of there. Scorch Nando pressure in the back fun. It's gonna be huge, and he escapes the root.
The frost bomb. But even at the same time, though, he escapes the root, but Lex gets rooted as well, and it leaves him extremely low. They have to wait and bide their time. The illusory rift might change things because it allows them to go in a little bit more. It seems like that's what they're trying to do. They push around. The kinetic burst is there. The seedlings get dropped. They're trying to find as much damage as they can through the window into the wall. Goes straight through from King Nick and manages to get the kill. You got 23 seconds still available to him. Eagle tried to find some sort of way out. He manages to make it, but he's still so low. Logi takes advantage of that one as they're still trying to push forward. They have access to the law. They're still trying to make it work for them. 10 seconds remaining. Alex is still holding the apartments over here on the side as PJ's hiding behind the tree for dear life. He's hugging that tree for any sort of survival, but Logi says no sir and manages to get that kill. Overtime still a factor. Mathers is extremely low. Logi with another kill. Once again, the Inferno Cannon not doing much of anything. It's not going to quite find its hit. Logi with the third kill. That's going to be a triple as Nosy has to back off. This is now at a 3-3 tie. Here we are, Kresnik. This is what we were here for.
I think Scorch Nando was not being picked very often. This is a very early view of it.
Like, yeah, it is absolutely Aegis that's being picked. Like, Scorch is not being picked that consistently. They have to wait for a better opportunity. Like they have to chill out by apartments, though, as the dragon gets summoned, looking for some sort of opportunity, going straight through. They're trying to look for, has to drop the dome shield, but it's getting shredded. Plays to the ceiling as best as he can, uses the Immortal as well, and uses the Assert Dominance just to hold her position. She doesn't want to give it up. Octavia still have control over the objective. Meanwhile, the block is low to stop the Ash with the fear to peel things off. They're trying to do the best that they can to hold on to this fight. Both teams going back and forth, using the ultimates to try and stop things in whatever way that they can. Eagle and Logi both go down. Nosy is the next one to follow after that fight. The Glory gets tossed out, and they're still trying to contest. The Overpower goes through, but he drags him, but he doesn't get the kill. Will they be able to get it? They don't even find the trade. He just gets healed and escapes.
And it's just Eagle to contest now. There's no more tanks left. I think they have overtime. I was gonna say, unless Etsu pulls another fucking miracle out of his pocket. Right. But Etsu goes down. Prosper's low, but he gets healed. Someone else to touch. It has to be PJ. But they both go in at the same time. PJ, he's still hanging on, Fawn.
Prosper has to back up. They managed to get the kill, but even still, that's going to be all she wrote, I would assume. That's pretty much it. The illusory rift to call it all there. Wow. PJ was still alive for a little bit, but can't save for much longer.
What a game.
They're going to take that first game. My goodness, man. What a start to the finals.
Yeah, what an insane start to the finals. It's 1-1 now, right? That's
it's 1-1.
Yeah, it's like
1-1.
Now
it's just like
33
wait,
on the
hold on.
first game. Like, this is gonna be a good set, dude.
Dave's in chat. What was it that Dave always said? Finally, like 1-1. Now it's just a best of 5.
Right, yeah.
It's called pissy shitty. It's where
I must have been tuned out during
the basically, not a llama takes a bowl, right? A little bit of popcorn, a little bit of Dr. Pepper, a spoon. You just
and he eats it like a cereal.
He ate the whole bowl.
He ate the whole bowl, and then he had another bowl later.
I had 2 bowls.
He had 2 bowls.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass.
Fucking degeneraate.
Oh no! I was saying you don't. I'm saying if you want to watch the screen share, you can. You don't need to cast. Literally, you just cast it all day. You're just here to vibe if you want. You can go at any time. I made the comment. I made the comment and then immediately realized that you would be pressured by the fucking world to come in here. I was like, I've been going just as long as he has, and I wouldn't want to go on another stream if someone asked me right now.
Right, exactly, yeah. I completely understand.
Well, look, I'll let you guys take this one by the reins. And I'll
you say you'll see us in the realm?
Can I what?
You say you'll see us in the realm?
Yeah, I'll see you around.
I feel like I'm taking that from Evan, but I'll see you in the realm.
Oh yeah!
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave. We love you, man.
Thank you, Dave.
Thanks so much, dude.
Much appreciation, my friend.
There's a game going on, by the way, in case anybody forgot. You could already see a little bit of zoning inside Church. All of Octavia kind of forced out.
They are still trying to force them back even a little bit. 48% to 45. And Octavia are obviously trying to build their way in slowly. Gradually, they're making their way through Church. The Terminus Siphon is making that a little bit harder than normal. Sophia still in control over the objective here. So obviously Prosper Logic has to go around. He's still waiting for his opportunity to go in. They have to touch at some point in time. He drops just to get the touch for a little bit and still isn't going to be able to make it for the most part. He ate a lot of damage. He used a lot of cooldowns. Barrett finds some sort of way to touch again. They trade off instead. It's going to be the Ash on the objective next. The Fae fight still to keep it going. Catches them around the corner and forces the remaining members on the side of Sophia into keep.
And now you can see this pincer from Logi here in the back as the rest of Octavia just collapses with that assert dominance. I mean, this is just... somehow they came back. This fight is basically over. Illusory Rift, no amount of healing.
Yeah.
I will change how the fight has already been going. This one locked in, and I got tricked by Chad. I thought it was stun Damba. I got all excited. And
still fighting back through Fireplace, as everyone else is still waiting for, obviously, their own opportunities to do anything. This is an opportunistic game. Everyone's just waiting to slowly build their way back in to see if they can find the I've said opportunity so many times. What is this? How late is it? Where am I? What year is it?
It's 6:33 Eastern time. We are fucking tired, and King Nick is hoping to end this hold. I think he wants to push out. I feel like I feel the time bomb in my bones. Like my knees feel the humidity from the time bomb afterwards, and I wish it could have been better than that. That was fucking awful.
I wish it wasn't that time bomb. It's like I wish it wasn't that time bomb, because Nick gets picked off soon after that. Eagle manages to kill Logi. Alex has to drop down. He's already eating a lot of pressure, so the shoulder bash to try and form his escape. He does make it out. 50 seconds still remaining on the clock. They'll slowly buy their way back into the objective.
Oh, I missed my mouthful of cake. This was a bad time. No, it was the right time to throw. I just wasn't looking. Illusory Rift now popped to potentially get them into the point, but no one's really stopping them. They honestly didn't really need it as they take the split side, but only Prosper comes in. Everyone else, we're scared. No one's really willing to commit, but the slow chip is wearing down Mather in the corner.
They've managed to use their assert dominance as well, so they pretty much have control over the high ground and force out anyone remaining around them. 70% on the time bomb and 15 seconds left on the timer above. You have the law already available to you. Knows he gets the first kill on Friezo. Full charges on the Calamity. He's going to get that poke onto the Ash, but still holding by Fireplace for the most part. We've seen this happen consistently as the game has been going on. The fight for Fireplace is what I would call this one. They've been trying to push through, and they get the kill. They tie it up at a 1-1, and we're moving on to the next round.
Shifting away from that, raw HP, reset on slide just to get more speed, to move around a little bit more. All of that, I think, adds up to a less snowball-y Lex, but one that can still have that pop-off potential.
Agreed. And everyone already building the resilience, obviously, for obvious reasons. The person, not the person, I was about to say the Dread Serpent, to try and stop it. They burned through that dome shield and all the turrets that were on point almost immediately. And Barrick already has to give the point to them. 18%. Sophia already built. The shield on the Fernando is breaking. King Nick was low, but Ash in the back line is even lower. She gets killed, and still they have the Dread Serpent in the back pocket in case anything goes awry. 30% now for Sophia, as they've won a little bit of the mid-fight engagement, and now Octavia have to try and play retail.
Yeah, and Sophia just have to be careful. I mean, they've lost... We've seen healers die while capping this. It is easy to get bursted down, but the burst might not be the problem. It's a sustain that they have to be worried about. I mean, there's a Fade Flight and an Illusory Rift popped at once.
Yeah, exactly, and they managed to use the Fade Flight in a good enough way to force them at least all into keep. They are forcing them back. Dread Serpent as well to try and make things work for him. He lands into it and gets feared even for a moment. They still have the Fernando Immortal and the res. That's going to be the pop from them just to keep everybody alive and above and below in the keep and on the objective. They have the res too. They drop down the assert dominance to make sure they lock down the area by keep. They're looking for more kills. PJ, Nick are both going to go down. Mather still has his res, gets knocked off of the objective, and even when they get the kill, they're going to pop the res to make sure that it works out for them. He has to drop the shield to make sure it works for him. Tiberius coming around for the help and manages to die. They still are in control for a brief moment before they end up capturing the objective.
Why is this the closest game I've ever seen of Paladins? I have casted so many games of Paladins. Why is this the closest one that I've actually ever seen here?
Nosy tosses out the heavy blade, pops it, and gets the slow, but still is going to find even a small amount of damage. They're still trying to fight for this high ground. This has been a very slow, methodical game. They've been trying to work this out for their team. No team is giving an inch. They're all playing to the best of their ability right now. Toss out the heavy blade once again. He drops down into it and loses half of his HP. But even still, he gets healed right back up. They're still pretty much holding in church for the most part. Hopefully, the push here will be enough. Gets knocked off.
Oh no, I was typing to Dave. I tabbed out for 2 seconds. How did I miss that? Oh god.
Make it work out for him. Tiberius is there, and he is going to get sent off the side. Don't worry, guys. It still was on Tiberius. We did see him get knocked off the side. PJ goes down. Prosper Logic is dead soon after that, but still, fight for church continuing.
Get it. They're trying to play slow. They're trying to play careful. It's grand finals. It's also late as hell over in Europe, which both of these teams are from, and they've all been playing all day. And because of that, I guess they want to play a little bit longer. Logi on the defense, popping the Fae Flight one more time, and will take down Nosy.
Nice. And they also managed to get rid of Alex during that same sort of engagement. Shield up to make sure they can lock the area down up top. They force the Fernando back just a little bit. Terminus is still trying to fight for his place on the objective. 5 seconds still remaining. Those are obviously contesting. They have the res once again.
Hey, res.
They're going to use
You
it
should
here.
res.
They're gonna hold on to it.
I don't think Logi has had a game where he's performed poorly. I think he's had some quiet games, but then we look at the scoreboard and we're like, oh, he's just pounding.
It's just for the most part. I mean, this is still a 2-2 tie. Once again, slow, methodical. These teams are both playing because this is grand finals, baby. I mean, they have to bring in all the stops here as well, as they have 3 ultimates online on both sides, but with the exception of one, obviously, with the Sky Time Bomb. We're talking about the Terminus and the Fernando and the Tiberius, but even still, no ult's going to be used this early. We're just going to try and see if they can keep control over the objectives, something we've been seeing consistently as they pop the charges on the right mouse. The seedlings feed into the siphon once again. Between the illusions of the turrets, they can use it a body block at this point.
Oh, no,
They use the time bomb once again, the dome shield to try and lock things down. The Immortal up top, all the way in heaven to try and see if they can stop things. They have the law. He wants to push it. I know he wants to. He has his ultimate available in the back pocket. He doesn't have his shield, and it's not going to work out for him. They get the kill. Ash can't escape either. She's just going to try and see if she can get any damage possible, but at the end of the day, it's not going to matter. She gets picked off, and the Dread Serpent means that they can push forward even a little bit and force the remainder of the team away. They use the Fae Flight just to get into keep, just so that way they can dive on the PJ. They manage to get it. They get rid of Etsu. How much more will they have? Flies by the point to get the overtime reset. Will he get the kill? He does. That's 2. That's 3 on the side of Octavia. They still have the law. Eagle manages to get another kill of his own, but still manages to use the shoulder bash to keep things spicy for them. They get the shield. They get the kill, and even still, they use the res. Mather's still trying to contest as best as he can on this objective. Etsu is back in the saddle. And we've pretty much reset back to how this round started.
What the fuck is King Nick doing? He walks in, gets dead zoned, immediately dies to seedlings. He chose death. That's all I can say about it. And anyone walking near this Terminus seems to be doing exactly the same. Mather, absolutely unstoppable on this point.
That fight went on for so long, we reset back to how the round started. That's amazing. Like, they held on for so long, even with limited health pools. Heck and Matt, thank you so much for the party of 16. We appreciate it. Grab some drinks, grab some snacks. We're here in grand finals as Sophia is trying to push this part through to see if they can submit this next game. Assert dominance up on the top rope, the elbow drop. If anything, they're not going to be able to find much time bomb. Oh, the shoulder bash gives enough TR for her to be able to survive that one and makes it out. Whew. I was sweating if I was that Ash, even a little bit.
Yeah, definitely a little nerve-wracking. At the very least, Logi caught in. Will Logi get punished? Great Ying heal in midair, but Nosy has the rotation, and this is Sophia's chance to get this cap here. They need to just finish off one more player. Alex will be that one. Knocked down into Guardian. It's just the 2 of them left. Etsu has to pop this dome.
For the dome shield as well. Trying to keep things a little bit spicy, but Etsu dies so quickly. That might be the end of it all. That's Octavia pushing through. We're not Octavia, excuse me. That's Sophia pushing through, Spectator Bug, and making sure that they can make this a 2-2-1. My goodness, a 2-1 already.
I'm like leaning so far back in my chair. I was enjoying that game, just sitting here, arms crossed like this, all the way down here, dude. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I gotta sit up. I'm still in this broadcast.
Actually, you know what, chat?
Oh man.
Or foundation? Which one is it going to be on the cheek, huh?
Well, yeah, we'll make a poll, dude. Wait, if we get the 5K, we'll make a poll. All right, if we get the 5K, we'll make a poll.
No, it's very, very high quality.
I just don't have to look at it.
Well, you guys were talking about that Twitch tag, right? And I think we could put ourselves there because it's, you know what, hot tubs, pools, and beaches, and we're on Serpent Beach, Dave. And Tron, you don't need to be in the cast. I just wanted your recognition, Dave. You don't have to cast Boris in this game. I just wanted your recognition.
You got my recognition.
Thank you.
Take it away, Kresnik and Slot.
Hell yeah! Thank you so much from the caster's desk, I should say. Not the caster's booth, but the desk. The analyst desk. Why did I say the caster's desk? Whatever, man. Vor's slinging shots everywhere. That's what she's doing. She's hitting people with them. That's exactly what's happening. 57% for Sophia, 6% for Octavia. There. There's my play by the way.
No, there's nothing wrong about that. She's swanging over here with the scythe, doing damage up top, but they're staying away, and they don't really have any great way in, I think, with the Khan on the high ground. They have to deal with Victor and Tiger. Nothing is surviving that burn if they go while Trance is up. So they have to really pick their timings or die, just like King Nick did.
Nick seems to be taken out of the fray here, but even still, Sophia has been the one with the point lead for this entire time, 48% to 78. A massive difference in between percentages here, but now that they're on the objective, they managed to get a kill on King Nick. Obviously, they have to force everybody back on with the shield up, pushing by Seward. It's oh no. Oh no. Okay.
Well, sorry, Dave. I can't do like the coming out of pause.
What happened?
We got a pause coming up.
We got a vine crash.
Oh, okay.
That's gotta be like the fucking 15th vine crash of the tournament, dude. Like it's gotta be. We're up there in vine crashes, man. It happens almost every game.
I think they re-broke it. I think they were like, you know what's breaking the game? Kill cams and our vine crash fixed. I think they rolled it back.
Hey, I take consistent vine crashes to get back play of the game.
Oh wait, we might be starting up again.
We just ended the stream like literally like.
Dude,
right
Friezo went fucking flying. You couldn't see it. He got shot back like a missile after that was over, and he lived. They didn't kill him, but gonna be back here contesting the point one more time. No one's able to stand on it because there's just too much damage. But Mather finally making a move.
The fear might play a big role. Wait, they haven't touched yet. And
They feared it.
Fear.
That's exactly why I brought it up, because I'm saying that the fear might play a big role here, because the blade dance went out, but he dashed into the fear, so they just captured the point. There was no overtime. And now Sophia have maintained control over this objective for damn near the entire time of the game. A struggle back and forth towards the middle of that round, but here we are once again. Alex having the battle shout, trying to back up, trying to make it out of this situation, but he can't. Knows he's going to find that kill there. Etsu might be the next one served up and cooked, and he is.
Logi, no!
Second kill almost immediately. Logi messes up the jump, and he's going to get picked off too. He can't make it to the bridge, and they are running everybody down at this point. That's a 1-0 so far. But if this trend continues, it's looking like a 2-0 at the end of this round.
They gotta get up. They gotta get up top. I mean, it does look like a 2-0, but it's also Serpent Beach. So we're gonna be here for the long haul because there are no such things, unless a horrendous outdraft happens of a 4-0 on Serpent. It will be held unless that high ground control can really help. That is not the move. The Immortal gets forced out, and he just can't get out. He's trapped. He can't move anywhere. He finally goes down. But guess what? The card's been moving the whole time, Fawn.
And then on top of that, they managed to get Etsu off of the back of it, and Nosy goes down soon after that. You have the Barracks still trying to roll things through, but it doesn't seem like much is really happening yet. They're trading back and forth, but they have to back up if they're on the side of Sophia. They don't want to overextend, and that's what they're doing.
You can't really sacrifice too much of your high ground positioning here, and they're just gonna be able to play this. PJ has no info because he can't peek for it.
But even still, I mean, he tried to do the fear as best as he could. They managed to get the kill because of it. The Harbinger's Wrath is trying to come through. They still are going to be able to live for a little bit longer. They probably will go for the Grover, but he just pops his whirlwind and makes things a little bit more interesting. They get the overpower. And can he vine back up? He can't. Etsu and Alex are going to find one kill apiece. Mathers, Nosy, both of them are taken out of this fight. Yeah. Feisty Jalapeno.
Oh, hey, thank you, Feisty. Wait, I can't read it. Someone that's in the screen share has to tell me. Okay, thank you, anyone in the screen share, for telling me.
What am I telling you?
Sorry, wait,
I don't know what the text-to-speech said.
It's usually about Vine Crash.
Yeah.
Being mad about Vine Crash and they were complaining about it. They weren't mad about other people complaining about it. They were mad about it themselves.
Because that is Feisty Jalapeno, one of the devs on the game. So we would assume.
Yeah, I'm completely kidding. The exact opposite.
Oh.
They were complaining about other people complaining about Vine Crash.
Oh no.
I did it backwards on purpose. I played myself.
Oh.
Don't worry, Dave. We all have moments this weekend. We all have moments at some point.
What are we supposed to do, Feisty, when Friezo's warping through space and time? Like Giannis, not Genos. We have to say something about it.
That's true. You're right. 36%. I'll say one thing about it though. 45% for Sophia. They're already maintaining control over the objective, just like they were last game or last round. Excuse me. Well, also last game because they won that one. But you get the point. So they're still in control over the objective here. At 78%, the Harbinger's wrath. They just want to be able to get the kill and the determinist. And they're not going to be able to. It has to try and find some way out. The damage immunity for a time being. King Nick with 2 kills already gets shot up. And the axe is going to be the finisher to him. The Dread Serpent comes through, but they're pushing back to Fernando. The Dome Shield makes it harder for Etsu to do anything. He has to find some sort of way to escape, and Nosy going down means that this might be a turning point for Octavia. Logi with a double kill. Will they be able to get the barrack? They do. That's the 3rd kill, and a zone going for Octavia.
And here they have the Immortal to come back. That's going to be it. And there's 4 ults for Octavia. I mean, I have to just watch Con here, right? I mean, this poll is going to determine how this goes. If he pulls Nando, it is literally over. And...
Okay.
Okay, you know, that's a choice. It was the wrong choice, but it was a choice, and now you're going to have to live with it, Alex.
Yep. They were able to touch on the point, though. Wait, they didn't? Wait, they didn't. Wait, he had Immortal, and they didn't go to the point and then use the Immortal to... There's no overtime? I thought Fernando went to the... Okay, well, 2-1 Octavia. And the thing is that now in orange, Logi is there. They toss out the heavy blade. They snap his fingers. They get the slow. Things are going so far so good.
Oh no!
For Octavia, but they managed to use the Harbinger's Wrath in the back line. He just has to find some sort of way to escape. The Dread Serpent, though, is going to make things evened up at least a little bit. They get the kill on Logi, and vice versa. Nosy is the one taken out of this one. 55 seconds remaining on the clock. So obviously they have to back up and bide their time for now. Nothing really happening too crazy except for Terminus pushing up onto that high ground. There's not much space going to be gained for now.
None so far. They're just going to play this high ground again. In Surfing Beach, this is just how you play it. You sit on high ground. They don't have a comp that can contest it. Really. I mean, yeah, okay, Term and Grover are here, but they're not really doing anything other than eating CC and getting slowed down, all 3 players, and they're still going to have to give it up. The defensive team has just such a strong position. Sometimes you can sneak it in underneath. You can see this barrack. He has this pressure. He has to give it up for... he has to... Sorry, the barrack rotates over to do it. The Khan was moving the cart. Now barrack stops it. And now Octavia settling back again towards orange side. They lose someone on the push, and it's going to be hard to bring it back.
Yeah, they lost Logi, but King Nick means that the odds are now even. As things are going awry seemingly for Octavia, but maybe evening... But maybe tying it up at 4 members in total. It's going to make it a lot easier. They use the Immortal as well. Harbinger's Wrath already available to them. They have the res. They're going to do it. She's just going to run straight down at the Victor. That's a little bit of a camera issue, but they're so low. The double kill already for the Vora. Will there be the 3rd one? It will be before it cuts to the next round. That's a triple kill for Nosy and the emote to finish it off. A 2-2 tie as we're here on Serpent Beach.
I love seeing these visual bugs for Vora because that just realizes that it means that Dave will never figure out what this character does.
I saw that she died a lot early.
Yes.
You know, before those 3 kills came in, 4 and 5 for Nosy. So I figured Vora died as a part of her kit at some point.
Oh my god, like soft flame on Nosy, dude. Jeez.
Yeah, sorry, I'm being a dick. All right, bye.
No, that's what we're here for.
5.
Oh my god.
3.
Yeah, she has Terminus ult, but she doesn't revive. That's it was a bold design decision.
What a time to be alive, man. What a time to be alive. 2-2 score so far. Because obviously you have the Accursed Arm available to you. That reverse will chunk that victory. Yeah, don't peek again. Try again. All right, Alex. Alex, you gotta listen for a second. You gotta listen to it, which you're probably not comment right now. Okay, well you don't have time to listen because you're dead. Dead can't listen, I guess. 9% to 36% as another steps get used. They managed to at least kill Nosy, so once again, the odds are in their favor. In Octavia's favor for the most part, especially since Mather's already super low. Etsu has the res, so there's not really anything to be concerned about right now. She's just going to bide his time. They're just going to try and play the retake here. I'm not too sure if I agree with that. Necessarily trying to play the retake here. They're already at 54%, and they have great positioning on the side of Sophia already.
You'll see them. They're going to hold S. They're going to give up this high ground. Will that be the right play? I mean, they have Dome Shield, and it will get popped right away. How much can they get out of this? At least 2 ultimates forced, and everyone survived, even if the health maybe not that great. But the res is here, and now they have to win a 5v5 with not an ultimate to their name.
Yes, still. They're trying to work things out. They use the whirlwind as well. Bora Nosy is definitely dead here, or not. Actually, they managed to peel. It's because Barrick was shooting him in the back. He couldn't turn around in time. They all have to drop down onto the objective. They managed to get Etsu, but so many people were previously low on the side of Octavia. If they back up here, because of the Scorch, they managed to cook him up in the back line. Logi goes down here. The shield is broken. 84% to 93. He still has the ability to touch, and it's almost up. They use the Dread Serpent to their benefit, and they get the fear. He didn't touch because he was in front. I can't, bro. You can't keep doing this to me.
How is it that they can make all these sweet plays and then get absolutely mentally boomed by a circle? They just can't touch a circle.
Yeah.
How is it?
Yeah. I paused the game.
The pause for mental. The pause for mental.
Oh, you know what's great? And this is very COVID topical. If you go back to that link, you can get it on a mug, a T-shirt, a sweatshirt, or one of the the nose gator things. Like you can have it on a mask.
On a mask.
Nice.
You can have a mask that says "pissy shitties" on your face if you so choose. I mean, you want to play an LOS, you're dumb, but now that Dumb is rotating, Mather might be in danger, but managing to retouch his team now. As soon as the move happens, look who strikes first. They get punished by the fear, but they finish off Mather as well.
Still, they have low health pools on the side of Sophia too, so it makes it even a little bit harder to try and manage. Tiberius just staying above, staying high, doesn't land. Okay, he doesn't land on the platform.
Sure, man.
Up top. But he has the barrage. This could be huge. I don't think he knows they're grouped up there. If the call out is made, this barrage could be massive. They land the grenade. They aren't going to push up yet. I know he is looking for it. That's why Alex is playing down here in orange and Prosper's waiting. He's waiting.
He could just go to their spawn.
I know it's coming.
I mean, he doesn't know, but he could literally just go to their spawn right now and be almost invincible up there.
Goodness. Well, you have the bounces from Tiberius as well to make sure that Nosy is brought even lower. The grenade for the burst. Logi's going to get the very last hit here. They have to push through. Snakebite comes through and obviously stuns the victor for a little bit of time. They are pushing through now, and they do have the barrage available to them. Fernando drops down, just use the Immortal. They have to force them out here with the Accursed Arm follow-up.
Huge.
Like they won't. They manage to get good enough damage. They're going to turn immediately onto the Terminus, but just use the DR to try and escape. Etsu has his res. And Kresnik, you know what we're going to. Another 3-3.
I'm being transported through time. I'm young.
So
I'm innocent. It's the first day of the second phase of the PPC. I'm like, I can't wait to work with such an amazing team of people. And then I'm there for 12 hours. It really is starting to feel just like that. I see Dave giggling on my other monitor. He knows what it's, he knows exactly what I'm getting at there. And you know what? The thing is, I knew that eventually that set would end. There are people in there. I don't know if this will ever end. These people are just concepts to me at this point. They're not in the building with me. They're just concepts. This game might go on forever, fun.
These couldn't be real people behind these controllers right now. Hey, and based on how Mathers died, maybe they're not real people after all. That's the first blood for Octavia so far. 5 ultimates already available to them. And they have to play the waiting game now. Waiting for a respawn from the barrack. Obviously emoting to try and see around the corner. Where's buying her time? They've got 63% still available to them. They have to go for something. At this point, I'm imagining that Alex built for an overpower here. The Accursed Arm, everybody's grouped up. The barrage to try and counter things out. They use the whirlwind as well. They want to keep everybody alive and juiced up. The reversal make things work. Oh, okay. He did get up with the Dread Serpent to try and keep him away. It's still not going to work out, though. They use so many ultimates before it goes through and gets the execute on Etsu. They immediately get the res, though, and that's just the difference here. Raji is really, really low, and the shield comes up just in the nick of time to save Fernando for another moment. But that's it. That's all she wrote. Octavia ended up taking this one because they didn't touch the point twice.
Yeah, it looks like more people want foundation than pillowcase.
Yeah, the foundation.
Why should you guys vote in the poll?
Yeah. Is the Paladins checkmark an option?
I do not want to get another Paladins tattoo.
Just say you really like Twitter. I don't know. Those don't go to charity. Those go exclusively to Froggy's Pub.
Subs are for me. So if you like it, you like giving Froggy money, then you give sub.
Battle has begun.
Here we go, man. Score is tied at 2-2. Best of 7. Here we are on the very first game of the broadcast of Ascension Peak, and the very last time we'll see Ascension Peak this tournament. Man, oh man, we've come a long way. 3%.
Better be a good game.
Yeah, I hope so. It's 3%, or slowly building up to 12. Is on Octavia's side. is right now Sophia. All right, 6% to 12 still. Everyone's contesting for the objective here, and they're just playing passive.
Dude, he's so free. King Nick is literally so free. No one is even... He is on another planet. He's on Timbermill, and everyone else is on Ascension Peak. He is so uncontested free. Someone has to do something, because there's no way they win the point war this way.
Yeah, they have to try and find some way to get into the backline. Maeve has to try and create some sort of space. I don't even know if there's anything they could do to try and stop that. They have to do something. They have to push in or do something. I mean, they're biding their time slowly, but that's wearing on them. There's only so much you can do into a victor like that.
Also, I'm realizing this is the longest map in the game. This is going to be the longest map of all time. These have the longest mids ever. And this is going to be just
what's so cool about it.
Logi, he dashes in and does not survive it, but they might trade one out for it.
It seems like for right now that Nosy has to find his way out this time. Binoculars get put up to the eyeballs, and the barrage is already ready. Tossing out the grenade, they managed to chunk people down in the back line. Ying was chunked a little bit, but heals back up thanks to the power of the illusory rift. 87% for Sophia. As Ash is just fighting time for the assert dominance. They managed to get the kill on Nosy at least. As the crossfire is coming right on through. Dread Serpent to try and peel. They managed to hit Prosper Logic. And it forces them back just for a little bit. The assert dominance goes through. They get all the way to the back onto the Maldamba. But even still, it's just about holding this position. You don't want to let them through. You already have a good enough zone. And the harder you make it for them to touch, the better of an opportunity you have to do this. Which is potentially capture that objective. Logi pushed it, not Logi, excuse me, I was used to seeing her on Tiberius. Nosy pushes in, and Logi gets the double kill here. Barrick funnels in as well, but there's not going to be much time remaining. No health pool on Barrick to be able to contest for much longer. He's down, Khan is there too, but everyone's just turning and burning, and each person that steps onto the plate is going to get knocked right on out of the park. You have Octavia with the 1-0.
But he's only being presented with a Nando with a shield up, but his illusory rift pops. Maybe he goes for it, and it is Prosper. But are they close enough to save him? Just barely missing the jump.
Oh, he tries to jump. Yeah, he tried to jump to see if he could body block, obviously, the toss off the map, but they don't quite get it. They instead lose Pyra for the time being. Prosper Logic is going to die here and send back to the spawn doors. Now they have to make their way back and retreat for the time being. Pick the midnight is how they're going to start things off. They're looking for targets. Who are they going to go for? It seems like Mathers is on the hit list for right now. Crossfire gets popped and forces back the Khan. The Dread Serpent just to peel things away and work more in the favor of Sophia just for a little bit. It stalls them out, but not for much longer. There's a minute and 10 still on the clock, and everyone's still biding time. See if she can lock down any sort of area here. She can push in right now. This actually might be huge. She decides to. She did shoulder bash. She's going for the assert dominance at some point. As Maeve mentioned, get daggers. They actually get Mathers as well. Right when he popped the dome shield, that's a cooldown already gone. The ultimate dissipated, drops it, ends up losing it, puts up the shield as well. They mess up the overpower. I was gonna say fuck up, but I can say fuck up.
You can say fuck up. Yeah, they fuck up.
They literally fucked up the overpower. The shield goes up, beautiful presence of mind as well. He probably has to pop as what he can. He has to use the immortal. He's not gonna quite use it. They get the kill. And we're at a 1-1. Wow, I can only imagine if this also goes.
The amount of times. Okay, Frog, you go ahead first.
Yeah, was that
I'm also
with a PH or an F?
PH, it's fun specialty.
For the sake of the joke, it's going to be
got
a
it,
PH.
got it.
All right, now Dave.
It's going to be a PH. Now Dave, you.
I was just gonna say.
Yes.
How jealous I am! You get to cast Paladins and drop as many swear words as you want. The amount of times back during PPL and PPC, I wish we could just fucking drop the F-bomb.
Look, guys, Dawson said fuck! D-colon in chat! D-colon!
Clap! Clip it! Send it to Hindu!
No! Hindu would be proud of me.
I know Hindu would be proud of you. That's why I'm saying, but they don't know that. They don't know that.
Send it to Hindu.
Send it to Hindu. Dave gets more money in the bank.
That's right. Buy gems, buy crystals, buy.
Buy gems, buy road bucks, buy whatever else you can to support us. Dave's here.
Buy and pay for me to live. Thank you guys so much. Assert dominance already in the back. Alex is zoning like 4 or 5 people all the way with the assert dominance. They've already gained 51%, excuse me, on the objective so far. It's Mathers and the rest of his team. We're forced back for time being. Pops Logi all the way across the map. Puts up a shield for the time being. The crossfire just to try and prevent them from pushing them all the way back, and is instead trying to hold her ground. The crossfire makes it a little bit easier for her to have that. We're at 72% for Octavia, 15 for Sophia.
I can't believe this is 1-1. I can't believe
Neither
this is
can
only 1-1. This match has felt so long because of the congestion. Back and forth. Even the overtime was long. The initial point fight was long. It looks like that will not be changing anytime soon. But Sophia have a fairly command and control plus an overpower. He's waiting for the first person to push the shield.
Oh,
they're not going down the warp pipe for now. They'll reset for one more chance for a retake.
Here we go. Pushing up top. Alex and Nosy, or Logi, excuse me. I'm so used to seeing them on their opposite characters. Anyway, Logi pushes up with Alex. He backs off to try and find better prey. They use Illusory Rift, which means that they have more of an opportunity to fight. You clearly see them firing on all cylinders. 99% for Sophia, 75 for Octavia. They're trying to play as far back as they can. Mathers has to back up here, or at least play around the statue for a little bit. He's cooked up and has to, of course, make sure that he backs up more and more. Fireball goes out and gets a little bit of damage off. We're sitting at 99% to 99. Khan dashes on. They use the Blade Dance in the midnight as soon as they try and retake. What a beautiful usage of the ultimate here at the Blade Dance all the way in the back. Nosy just trying to find a good flank. They delete him almost instantly. And the next person that falls is Eagle. That's going to be a 2-1 for Octavia.
I just do not think he knew what was going on because of that Tyra Fire, that midnight, excuse me. It's just so much denial of vision. Dread Serpent to stop the tank aggression. I don't think they can collapse on it, though. They have tank ultimates. The Assert Dominance, it finds one, and they're looking for more.
They use the Assert Dominance instantly. PJ's trying to run, but they do find the kill. Uses the Immortal as well just to keep himself alive. What a beautiful ultimate on the side of the Fernando. He still goes down, but look at how much they gain from that.
Loser set up here. They could just pop it, honestly. I wouldn't be shocked if they went for it. And exactly as I say, this ult charge is too fast to not use and pair with a Crossfire. You will get a lot of space. They really won't caught them anyway. The tanks are kind of trying to pinch them, trying to isolate them, but Eagle is lacking the shield, and they're going to walk in, but he misses up the shoulder bash.
They go for the commander's grab, and obviously it gets blocked. Like you said, the shoulder bash is kind of screwed up. That being the case, obviously you aren't going to be able to keep the pressure on them as effectively. Fernando's already pretty low as well. If there's ever a time where you would get out, I would suggest it be now. Beautiful overpower, and they get rid of Logi just for the time being.
And they have chosen death, even if him saving him from the edge, triple kill with basically only like 200 damage done from Eagle on the Khan. The Khan on the high ground will be so much more survivable, but I guess Midnight does it itself.
Midnight's coming right on through. Daggers get tossed out. 35 seconds still remaining on the clock. But you have the Dome Shield available to you. It gets dropped. You're still keeping your hold so far. If you're Sophia, you're Octavia, you're obviously the ones trying to make some ground here, but the Dome Shield stalls that a little bit. You have 80% on the Assert Dominance. Just trying to fire. Just everyone's literally biding their time. This is like the safest match that we've ever seen. The safest set we've ever seen this entire time.
Of course it is fun.
Of course it is.
Why
would it not be? Why would the longest set not be the safest? It makes sense. I ain't mad at it. Etsu dies.
They're playing for the most. They're playing for charity. They're playing for a lot that, you know, it's not just riding on them, and that pressure might be making them not want to make bold and brash decisions. They're gonna have to reset here though. Sophia, they will hold on, and we will of course go to a 2-2 for everybody. Is it best of 5? You fucking wish.
I wish it was best of 5. I wish.
Best of 7.
With all my heart.
Best of 7.
Best
of 7, and we are looking like we are rocking all the way through. I'm so sorry, EU players. Fun fact, everyone in this game is EU, so I'm sure they are feeling the heat just as much as we are here. Octavia, great start. Oh, Big Eagle is so out of position. This is could be a kill. The fear's coming in, but I don't think you'll be able to get anything out of it.
No, they won't. I mean, they're cracking the shield a little bit, but this attention drawn turns to be a good thing. But now that he's dead, it's not so much. The Dread Serpent was great, but obviously you have a situation now where you're going to get run at by that Ash. You got to be careful because she's looking for an opportunity to drop that Assert Dominance whenever that she can. 51% for Octavia and 12% to Sophia.
He could have died for that. I honestly think Tower could have died for that, but obviously it ended up exactly the same. They still got the pick. They still hold the points, 81% and climbing. It's going to have to be Nosy popping the Blade Dance to go for this touch. But he's taking a lot of early poke. Overpower does connect. Okay, I was a little worried about that one as Alex flies to his demise, but it's on Mather touching, and he's not even close to Dome Shield.
They only have 12% as well. Why does he use the Immortal there? There's not really anyone else that's going to be able to survive. He's already dead. They end up wasting that ultimate, and it doesn't help them at all.
Yeah, brutal. Sorry, I was so distracted. I was distracted by chat.
No,
I looked over and saw Ape Together Strong in the moment.
You're good together. You're good all together right now.
No, for sure. Thank you very much. But they still have time to go in this point fight. It is still 2-2. Alex will be getting touched, and he has the assert dominance, but he won't stun the victor with it.
Seems like for right now, they're still contesting the objective best way that they can. Eagle has to touch back onto the objective, and he does. Same thing for the Bear, but they're already less than half HP. Shoulder bash for way out as Alex tries to escape in whatever way he can. He's playing around the corner. Still looking for more opportunities to do literally anything at all. Everyone's still biding their time here. They're playing so close together, trying to see if they can contest as long as possible. Eagle goes down. That might be all she wrote. Octavia take this 3-2 to what could be match point.
Sophia have a comp that basically hold but can't win a mid. It's how it's been, and it's likely how it will continue to be throughout this game. Alex trading out, but a lot of people are stacked over here. It opens up the mid, but what can they find with it? Not much, with the fear coming in as well.
So Alex wants to try and back out here. Mathers manages to escape. There's 2 minutes left on the clock here. Tossing out illusions everywhere. They're just tossing out illusions everywhere. There's a minute and 50 still there, obviously on the clock. As things are slowly winding down here. You get a kill, and obviously people are going to back off for the most part. Nando's trying to do what he can to peel off that shielding, and that's what they do. They back off and they play passively. 4 ultimates up on the side of Octavia. A minute and 5 still on the clock, with the Immortal being there. If they get a pick here earlier, things might work out a little bit better. They toss out the grenade, and they put up the shield. Oh my goodness, that was his life flashed before his eyes. If anything, the crossfire though is huge. They managed to get Eagle, and this cart's still pushing right on forward with the illusory rift available to them. They have it still on the duration. Mathers drops down, still looking to contest this, to keep Octavia from pushing this and getting this match point. They have the barrage. You got to be careful. If Nick realizes that they're grouped up and around the corner, that barrage is going to be just going to let it rip. They go for the overpower. They manage to get it. They take care of Logi. 25 seconds still remaining. There's not going to be much time for them to hold. They have to back up and see if they can get a retake in the last few moments of this match.
Push here. It's going to have to be fairly late.
They have to go now.
But if they go now, yeah, it's going to be perfect because they don't have the overpower. They're going to have to spend some very valuable ults for the next mid, and Mather already surrounded and low on shield.
Here we go. The Assert Dominus and the Immortal. This could be game-changing here. Mather still on the objective as they stepped off. They're playing the timer as best as they can. Prosper going down means that this might be a little bit more concerning for them. They have still overtime on their side. It gets tossed out. Logi's the next one that goes down, and so do the rest of them. Alex, the only one that escapes, and you know what? We're fucking going to. We're going to a
Here we are.
3-3.
Okay, well.
Let's go, boys! Come on! Yeah, it's fight 7. Let's go!
We're gonna go to game 7. Each game is gonna be a 3-3. You said a 3-3 on Ascension, dude. We've been here for like an hour and a half, bro. Like,
dude, someone higher is gonna be like, you know what? They raised a bunch of money for charity for competitive Paladins. Let's check it out, see if maybe there's any merit in us looking back into it. They're gonna click into the stream and be like, hey, everybody donate $4,000 and Nada eats pissy shitties.
yo, it's real though.
You're not wrong.
I mean, you're
he did eat the pissy shitties, so.
And I did eat the pissy shitties.
He did eat the pissy shitties, and we got $4,000. So take that, capitalism, I guess.
Take that, capitalism.
51% already available to him. Octavia are looking to clean this one up, but of course, don't count your chickens before they hatch. Never mind, I'm counting them right now and hoping and praying that this actually goes through. Midnight comes through as well as the crossfire. The fear is there just to peel things back a little bit. The Immortal.
Oh my god, they're holding on.
They keep Logi alive.
Oh
they are holding on here, and you have a situation where they drop the dome shield and they have completely
fucking
made a retake. They've been able to stop the Fernando,
It's the best
and they
retake.
clean sweep them. 12% to 99. Sophia They're all the way. See, here's the thing that hurts.
All right.
Is that it's like it's 99%, right? And don't
They
get
must
twisted.
be overpowered.
And I don't get twisted. I love doing this. I love casting. I knew what I was signing up for. But it hurts because they were at no percentage, and now we have to watch 99.99. Like that. That's it. That's all I'm saying at this point. As they finally made their way back to the objective, the only ultimate up is Blade Dance.
All right, and no one's dead yet. You can see some low HP on Octavia, but now they've just helped that Ying past the 300k healing mark. They've chosen their target. It's Eagle, and they're collapsing, Fawn.
They have to find some sort of way out. He manages to use the commander's dash. He escapes. But what
no
about the rest of the members? They get rid of Logi. They turn this around. They were chasing down Eagle, but you can put Jebaited in the chat because they turned this fight around no matter what. The Blade Dance may have been the only ultimate that they had in their back pocket, but they got another one. They got the 5-head, evidently on the side of Sophia, as they take this one 3-2 and are on their set point for this next match.
I wish that meant something.
Games, dude.
I wish that meant something, but it doesn't.
Oh man.
Okay, this is the best Paladins since Worlds.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Has there been? It's also been the only Paladin since Worlds.
No, PVC, like, since LAN, since HRX.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
For sure.
This has been the best Paladin since HRX.
Oh,
Hang on,
what?
Is he cool?
What?
Rejected!
That was
Oh
devastating.
no!
Here, take a
That-
cap break.
No!
That deserves Bible thumbs. That's Bible thumbs. I'm doing Bible
Let
thumbs
him
right
have
now.
fun.
That's devastating.
By the way.
Still here?
Yeah.
That's a limited edition
Okay.
plushie, ma'am.
You fucking
If someone wants
bastards.
to drop the massive $500 dono right now so we can get the ass tag going.
Dude, we've had multiple $300 dono drops.
Yeah, well,
Like,
that's
Mackenzie
why
gave,
Froggy's
like,
living in
600,
fear.
dude.
Froggy is
Yeah.
quaking in
I'm
fear because
scared.
it's
I'm
getting
scared
realistic.
because one person could just make me get a tattoo right now. That terrifies me. That terrifies me, dude.
More Paladins tourneys, you might keep this shit at a best of 5
That-
next time. I'm gonna be
That last, I mean,
Yeah.
that last Centipede game.
I'd love to do another one in December. I'm dead serious. I'd love to do another tournament in December.
Listen, if it happens in December, if this is what we got going right now, this is the set point potentially for repost if what Ballin? It's kind of repost of PJ Ballin. Well, seems like for the most part this team might be Ballin. They get the first blood. Etsu is the first kill here, and yeah. I mean, everyone else just wait. Like, this is like, I'm having trouble trying to phrase this because this is like they get a kill and everybody just waits for like 30 minutes.
Because they're playing, because soft resetting after losing a fight unless you already have an advantage is the play. It's just the play.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and they're playing smart. I think that EU teams tend to play this way. They tend to play a little safe, but a risk taken on the side does not pay off. Prosper finds one and is already hunting for more, but just can't finish off Mather with that Damba pocket.
Most part.
Before Vine Crash, don't you fucking even say it.
Oh my god, if we Vine Crash.
Don't say
I'm whipping my dick out if they Vine Crash. I'm whipping it out.
Bro, don't say that because they're gonna expect you to.
I'm whipping out my Vine.
No,
I'm whipping out my Vine. Yeah, to be fair, your Vine would cause a crash. Your stream will be over from that point on. To be entirely
The IRL Vine Crash.
The IRL Vine Crash. So far, so good though. 90% to 81. They have the fear. That's actually huge in the back pocket. They're going to use it to try and gain some space. If they get Prosper here, that might be worth it, especially with Gora, because her abilities, like her weapon shots, don't feed into Cycle, or Terminus or Andro. For those of you that didn't know that. Oh, she hit Logi. But that doesn't matter because they keep the rest of it. Reposted PJ Ball and secure the objective.
Would have guessed.
And the fear set up that Vora for absolute success. And now someone caught out. PJ gets walked in on and hooked, and now the rest of them on the way in. Mather just willing to reset.
They're slowly filtering their way back in. With the Dominus as well, they absolutely have an opportunity, a beautiful hook, just to try and offset a few more seconds and try and stall out their push here. Termina's already pretty low. He tries to go for the res here, and he does. He manages to make it work for himself.
Hold on, I have to. Oh my god, the perfect timing. I just have to turn your volume up. The frames are going to die for like a few seconds. Someone asked for your volume to be turned up, so here we go. Frames are back. No riots in chat. Fawn should be a little bit louder now. I'm literally explaining it. Everyone in chat saying frames. I just said it while it was happening, as it was happening. So
hey, Kresnik, why are the frames going wonky?
Because you haven't whipped out your Vine on stream yet, but hopefully a Crash will happen to change that for your sake here. Pressure taken on the right. You can already see them being forced back. Another fear charged by PJ, and he might have another one up, honestly, in time.
Yeah, I mean, 40 seconds, there's definitely plenty of time. So it's really hard to try and maneuver that. Like, you can't, it's not going to be as effective. And beautiful, Triple Axe as well. They pretty much root everybody. The hook goes out, but it doesn't even matter. They get the kill. Friezo is the next one that falls, and they manage to get Eagle in the back line. Right now, Sophia are currently trying to push the cart forward. They even get Prosper Logic in the back, so they're sitting on 4 members with 3 currently respawning, and Nosy is the first one to take a nosedive.
You know, I should have known though when they weren't going to get around the first corner that it was, of course, going to go to an overtime.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
why else? Why else would that happen? But this is great for Sophia. They're going to charge up for... They're going to get their Resurrect charged up. I think that's really important for them. I have no idea why they're spending a Cursed Arm here. They're not going to be able to kill Mather, really, especially with that hook wasted. This term is just buying so much time.
Look at his ultimate charge too, Kresnik. He already has it back up. This is the second time.
No way!
Wait a minute. They actually go for the Makoa. Ancient Rage here. Hold on a second, Kresnik. They have the res available to them. They're going to pop it. They use the reversal. They want to try to send it back, and he misses the reversal. The overtime is there. That's the fear that they've always been looking for. They have to pop the whirlwind. They use the assert dominance. Alex is going to be the first people that goes down because they want to push in. They managed to make this work for them. Etsu might go down soon after that. They get rid of the kill. The next one that filters on is Prosper. The next one that filters on is Friezo. The next one that goes down is Logi. That's already a 2-0 with the crossfire in the back pocket. 2 Terminus ultimates built on 1 push, and it ends with a 2-0.
Wait, is there any crystal conversion to ass tap for Froggy or no?
Crystal conversion. That's amazing. Kresnik, you were going to ask me something a little bit ago.
I don't remember. Everything's blurred me now at this point, Fawn. Blue is becoming red, but everything is just one singularity in my mind. But one thing stands out in that singularity, and that's Sophia in the lead in what could be the final map of this series. Already a lot of pressure taken in by them, but the peel from the Terminus, are they just going to regret letting it go?
$100 from Potser the
Oh, yes!
It's getting closer and closer.
Let's go, Potser, 4 more.
Let's get to 5K before this game
Get to the 5,000.
Hey, nobody else is gonna. We're fine. I'm fine.
All right, Potser, let's go.
My goodness, man. 60% for Sophia. They are making this one quick at 72% already. They've been having a hard time struggling to find any sort of ground on the side of Octavia. Sophia have been doing great with their lead and keeping it at that.
They've been able to hold on to it fairly well. You can see both shield tanks now from Octavia, though, with some good space. But the fear on the other end, can they make good on that space being taken? Alex misses the shot, but Eagle can't walk away from that one alive. Their health is not great. PJ's doing what he can to help them hold on, but Nosy might actually get a kill here on the way out. That's 2 for him already. Aura is a crazy fucking character!
Kill for Nosy, 74% to 78. The $69 donation. 84%. It's still extremely close. A triple kill from Nosy is exactly what you need. They want to push in, but he might be too overzealous. A beautiful snake fight, and Etsu goes down. That's going to be a 3-0 so far on what could be the set and ending point of the PGCT.
And this is Octavia's map pick. I don't know if they played it all tournament, but geez, PJ and Sophia, they look so confident on this map. Their composition is great. Octavia, maybe a bit of overconfidence in letting them get all these picks here as Alex falls.
And that's going to be the first kill of what could potentially be many. 2 minutes on the clock, but they may not even need all that time. Kresnik, they're pushing forward to try and take this PGCT game, the entire tournament, the whole Buckaroos, if anything. They've got the assert dominance. They've got another res. The plant the flag, lead the call. The banner is here. Logi manages to escape just barely with his life, and the Ancient Rage is going to have to be forced here. Charges all the way over. 300 and
Feisty jalapeno! Just in time! Before the buzzer!
Tattoo of the foundation.
And Octavia stabilized.
Feisty gets
Right.
the tap. My goodness, Feisty, thank you.
The buzzer. Feisty. He saw the writing. He saw the writing on the wall, so he donated it, and then got wiped away.
With that donation, Octavia
have
finds
to
the
get it.
strength
You
to
have
carry
to get
on.
it. Yeah.
Octavia is able to
It's gonna say
stabilize.
foundation. It's gonna be on my ass.
For charity, Froppy. For charity.
Oh my.
This is the best part is,
goodness.
this is basically going to drain away the money that he made from the subs yesterday. So thank you all for funding it in more ways than one. Now Frog will be able to afford this here, but space taken top
expensive
left.
do the tattoos
But
are?
Alex is down.
35 seconds. Wait, this could be it, Kresnik. They have Sophia pushing forward. Nosy, King Nick, Nosy again, and that's gonna be the PGCT. They take this one over Octavia. That's the whole tournament, ladies and gentlemen. And we end with $5,000.
I gotta leave. I gotta leave
What
my
a final.
background.
What up?
I'll leave the copy pasta here. I'll stand off on the side.
$5,016.69.
Oh my goodness.
Oh god.
$1,016.69 raised for charity.
Save the children. They not where we work. Tell me what you do instead
Everywhere,
of that.
apparently.
What we do, fulfilling our mission. They do whatever it takes. They donate health programs, education, protection, all of this stuff are what your money is going to go to support. So again, thank you everyone for your donations. And if anyone was waiting to know where it was going to donate, please, of course, donations are still open until we close the stream. Just no more specific goals to hit. It's just if you're feeling generous after watching such a fantastic
We did hit
tournament.
the mother of the goals. I gotta get a tattoo.
We did.
Fine, you're gonna be immortalized on my body.
Yeah, man.
Just the right place. Does anyone have? I mean, PJ, is there anything you want to? Well, first off, a crazy tournament. How do you feel about this meta that you were playing in, man? Because obviously there was nothing to base your gameplay off of. There was no tournaments.
Yeah.
Maybe the French one that was going on, but that was wasn't as high stakes as what we got here today.
I think we scrimmed a lot, so we figured out how to draft properly for our team, and we really did figure out what the meta was. I think most of the teams are still behind.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. I'm sorry, PJ.
Oh, shit.
No,
I'm
not.
sorry, PJ. That's $500.
Oh,
That's
Jesus.
$500 donation.
Wow.
Alrighty.
Oh,
For
okay.
charity goal.
All right, now
All
PJ
right,
is
well,
getting
enough.
foundation tattooed on his ass as well.
6,000 and it goes on.
Yeah, is there a 6K goal? What do we? I am like firmly
Oh my
confident. in
God.
playing- Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dector, thank you so much, man. I don't think anything during PPC, anything during the online leagues, was at a level of competitiveness that is close to this. This was fantastic, and it was so much fun to cast and so much fun to watch with y'all.
When's next tournament? We'll talk about it.
$6,000, and we do another one right now. We run it, but oh god, no, dude. Even Dave, not even a part of it, was like grimacing, like, oh god.
Even as a joke, I don't want to hear that right now. I'm gonna be entirely honest. Like, even as a joke, that's too much.
You heard that, dude? He just stone faced decked it with the whole
Again with the hype.
I was kidding. I was kidding.
It was just a prank. It was just a prank.
5.7 thousand. It really was a joke, but thank you guys so much.
Oh man.
There's no words. There's nothing we could say. We've said thank you for about 19 hours from yesterday's broadcast to today.
hours,
How about this?
Well, I have to watch him
No, I never done
catch
this.
up a minute.
You don't have to.
Jenna,
Oh,
you can't be
no.
serious, bro.
God.
Over
Yeah.
$6,000 raised.
That's
Been about
the
a-
same
Dolson
here.
It's been about
swears it's
$1,000 in the last 15
Dolson
minutes.
swears at 6K.
Wow.
Dolson, you gotta listen to him.
They go away.
Fuck!
I gotta let you guys know that this has been an amazing experience. I've been going through some rough times, and
That's right.
I am so glad to have all this happen, man. It has been a great time. We are slow fading into this. We're slow fading in.
Did I show it? Like how I'm preparing it or what?
Oh,
I
don't wanna watch this
Yeah, show the
I
preparation.
can't watch it, bro.
I don't
Look
wanna
away
it,
if you're
bro.
sensitive.
I can't do this.
I don't want to watch
I'll-
this man stir ketchup and milk.
I will gag. I can't, bro. I can't.
You guys are allowed to look away. I'll be.
Oh!
No, no,
He didn't even shake it! He didn't even shake it!
Oh, the ketchup juice is going
Oh God!
This hurts to watch, dude.
He
He's got the
didn't
ketchup.
shake it! What a degenerate!
Oh, he's a degenerate.
Why
Dog.
does-
He's got the ketchup. He's got
Why
the
does him
ketchup
stirring
pre-cum in that
just the
in
ketchup
that
even
drink.
freak me out, dude?
He's got the
There's only
ketchup
ketchup in there.
pre-nut
It makes
in
me-
that drink, bro. The ketchup pre-nut. Dog. Oh.
That is so much more milk. That is so much more milk than ketchup. All right,
my
stir it up,
God.
baby. Let's see that color blend. Let's see that color change.
I can't, bro. I can't. I'm taking my glasses off. I can't.
Chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk.
Oh.
I mean, guys, fruits and milk are good. Strawberry milk, banana milk. What's wrong with little tomato milk?
Man,
Dude, there's vinegar. There's like vinegar in ketchup. In ketchup. That
Please,
shit is
just
going to
take-
curdle.
Just take a sip. We down 32.
Bro.
No, we're laying it down. It's time, Sipsaloo. It's time.
Oh, the speckles! The speckles! No!
It's gonna curdle. Please drink it.
Please drink it before it curdles. There's vinegar in ketchup, bro. It's going to curdle. You
Please drink it all. Oh my God.
He's drinking it like a freak. He's a freak. Simply, you're a freak. You're a
Mason with
freak.
10, thank
You're a
you.
freak. You're a freak. You're a freak. You just downed it. You're a freak.
Oh my God.
He's a freak. He just drank that all up.
Oh my God. I'm losing my mind right now, dude.
He's a freak. He's a freak of nature.
I'm like sweating and shaking.
Oh, he
I don't
has
even
a
know what's
milky
happening.
tongue. I didn't want to see that.
Stop.
Oh man, alrighty.
All done with donation goals.
After watching
we did
that,
it, boys.
no.
Yeah, fair enough.
But because we're ending the stream anyway, what I'm gonna do is one by one, in order of joining, I'm going to have everyone say their piece. So Dave, you were the last one in. I'll give you your single. Oh, hold on, it's on
How long do I have?
single.
Oh God.
As long as you want. So.
Well, I will start at my birth.
Yeah, okay. So it's about 6:15 in the morning on Monday, April 2nd, 1995. And shortly after that, I knew that I belonged here, right now, in this charity tournament. No, in reality, it was great to be back kicking it with you guys for a little bit. Thanks for having me along. And cheers to the Paladins community, as always. What is it, 6,100 or something like that?
Yeah,
something like that, yeah.
An absurd amount of money, $1,000 within the last like 15-20 minutes of the stream. So shout outs to you guys. I miss you all. But it was good to see you guys. Thanks for hanging out. I guess I just leave now. Bye.
You can leave. Good to see you, Dave. All right, Simsy, you're next.
Oh, I am next, dude. You're putting me on the spot. To be honest, this was an awful experience. I hated every single bit of it. I was doing more catch up on stream for charity, but I consider that a dub. Anyways, I appreciate everybody showing up for this tournament. It was actually a lot of fun to play whenever I actually got to play, when I actually didn't dodge it to talk about Jesus and furries. But other than that, it was a great time.
Well, thank you, Simsy, for being here. Not a llama. You are next. I figured you're 6, so you want to be out of here. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna go die after this. This was, it's a pretty good thing to end on. So, I think I've had a good run. I'm gonna go. I'm on Twitter, not a llama gaming, Twitch, _llama. Yeah, I do things. All right, sick.
All right, cool. I have Fawn single. I'll do Froggy next. I have Froggy single. Froggy's is a little bit isolated here, so.
That's okay. Hi, my name is Froggy. If you guys don't know me, this is my channel that we're hosting the event on. It's really cool. I had a chance to cast with some of the people that I've looked up to as casters for years. They've casted my games years ago. And if you don't follow me already on Twitch, hey, feel free. We just hit over 10,000, and it means a lot to me that all of you guys came out here to support the charity tournament and give all the love to the Paladins community, because it was a really good refresher. I thought the Paladins community was so much further down than it was, and you guys really showed me that this community is just massive and filled with people with huge hearts. So thank you so much. I love you all.
Yeah.
Okay, now we'll fade Fawnathan in. Fawn, if you have anything you need to say.
Hey, I'm just so grateful for this opportunity, no matter what. I mean, I'm happy that I was able to cast the Paladins tournament once again. I mean, it's been sort of rough, if anything, for lack of a better term. I'm not gonna go too much detail into it, but I've lost a few people close to me, and it's been really hard. as of recently, and I'm so glad to be able to say that this is like one of the highlights of my life. It was one of the most fun times it was that I had, and I'm genuinely proud to be a part of this community. I love you all, and thank you guys so much. And yeah, you guys can find me at Found the Legend on Twitter or on Twitch.
All right, now I'll come back to my cam for this, but I'm not going to be I don't want to be talking quite yet. There's two people in the chat that, I mean, they can say their piece if they want. I don't have their cameras lined up for obvious reasons, but Skill Terrorist and Mist, they're the ones who put this whole thing together. I know it seems like we casters did a lot, but we really didn't. We did what you saw today, and that's it. Pretty much everything behind the scenes was from Skilled and Mist. So you two, they're in this chat. If you guys have anything you want to say before we close things out for the day, please do. Wait. You're hold on. Your audio's not on this scene for some reason. I have to go to the caster scene again. Sorry. You're good.
Okay. Skill did more than me. This was a ton of fun, from organizing to watching all the games to moderating. It was just great all around. The teams played incredible. The last set was something I never thought I'd see from Paladins again. I think that's pretty much it. I hope that we can do this again in 3 to 4 months.
Yeah,
charity, the amount we raised for charity was amazing. Thank you everyone who donated, and yeah, congratulations to Team Sophia.
Oh yeah.
And Skilled.
Okay, yes, my mic's actually working. So, first thing I gotta say is now I have to order a goddamn Astolfo costume.
I forgot about that one.
Surprisingly, I don't actually own it. Two, I want to say I really appreciate everybody coming out and actually playing this. This was like, you know, like, I'll be honest, I played the best way I can explain it is I played when Cassie had a bow, when this game like kind of first launched and all that stuff. I stopped playing when Lex was introduced. I missed the entirety of the pro scene. I came back like 3 weeks before Season 3 came in. So, that gap basically, and I thought, oh, you know, I really enjoyed the game, so I kind of wanted to do something. I first ended up just throwing money around the community by like making people play with their mouses upside down. Yeah, Froggy was there for that. So I really, you know, the fact that I had a lot of help making this tournament, you know. First it was like kind of going to be just like a streamer tournament or whatever, then it kind of turned into this pro tournament, and then, you know, randomly Penguin and Bones put an invite on Discord and it blew up. So I mean, you know, and we are here now, and I managed to get Kresnik I randomly caught him on his block. I was on my Smurf and I caught him one game.
I joined your Discord first. I joined the Discord and people were like, Kresnik's here, but I'm like, I'm just seeing what's up. But then you caught me on my stream block, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's the first time I actually talked to you. I just want to say is like, you know, Froggy, you've been, dude, I've watched you all the time. You're hella funny. You guys, honestly, and I think the fact that this was hosted on a actual personal stream where you guys can just go at it however you want is just made it so much more enjoyable. You know, you guys were able to, you know, wheel it around however you want, do whatever you want. I mean, we have Foundation. Froggy now has a new tattoo he's proud of. Yeah. Nada almost died on stream twice.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was solid.
Simsy almost died on stream.
Yeah, no, he almost did. I'm really surprised though. It's like, I wasn't expecting you guys to pick up Simslu. I knew you guys were just saying Nada just wanted to drag him in, and then all of a sudden he became a broadcaster. And then we also had Dulcin, who I learned existed for the first time. I thought it was.
Yo, the disrespect on his name. Sorry, continue.
I thought it was Rainy Day. I heard Rain Day. I was like, whoa, is that Rain Day?
Oh, it's because you said Dave said his line. Sorry, continue.
So that happened. So, you know, I'm learning names as this going on. You know, this turn, it's been a really, there was a lot of difficulties and all that stuff, a lot of learning experience, you know, and I'm really glad, learned a lot of stuff about that, and I'm glad, you know, that it worked out all in the end. Like, you know, there was a lot of hiccups. We had a bunch of stuff happen a lot, but, you know, the second time around, which I do definitely want to do something like this again, you know, it may be a little bit because this all came from, my personal, you know, finances and all that stuff.
All the prize pool all came from skill.
Yeah.
So I will have to save that amount again, but it's definitely something I would 100% doing. You know, just doing this event alone has helped grow my channel big time. You know, everyone's here has given absolute massive support. So again, I want to say, before we end it, you know, big shout out to these people who came and donated their time. Fran and Kresnik sat out on a Roco tournament to do this.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
You know, Froggy did something extreme, like, you know, that would take a lot of, you know, trust to do to make this happen properly. And Nada, you know, he came here.
I showed up.
You did show up, but you also casted PPC, so it's not like
no,
you
he
were
didn't.
completely new.
No, he didn't.
Did he?
No.
No.
I don't know.
Nah.
All right, well, you showed up, Nada. Everybody loved you.
I showed up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nada ran the amateur tournament scene in the past with some yes.
So
I'm also very sick, as you can probably tell by how my voice is turning out here. But it was a ton of fun.
I think
awesome.
think your little delicious snacks need to come back up later.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
So
I'll be holding on
yeah,
to
shout out to shitty pissies, by the way.
Shout out to Pissy Shitties. I'm the only one
Pissy
who remembers
Shitties.
it apparently.
That's
I will
the
be
one.
buying that shirt. It will hopefully be here by the event I know I'm going to be going to while wearing that shirt. Shout out for Pissy Shitties for honestly carrying the first half of today. I think we all felt a little off when we started, and then as soon as we started talking about Pissy Shitties, I think things really woke up.
I got some decongestants in me and it was all over.
Yeah, you just get brushed to the side.
No, I did that so you had room to go puke. If you needed to.
We did sort of just put Simsy over the corner. That did happen.
I'm the most valuable player of Paladins Premier League 2017.
Skilled, are you good?
I want to do last thing. So the art provided basically for the PGCT was provided by Star Queen. Star Queen. Yep.
Right.
And there.
If anybody ever wants
to check her out. She also made my Twitter profile picture.
Yeah.
She did.
Big fan of her art.
Oh.
Every single one of these casters is allowed to use the chibis that they got.
Yeah, why am I fucking
the
shit of the G, by the way?
You have to ask Star Queen. I guess that's her kink. But yeah, I mean that's all I can really say. You know, it's been a lot of work and all that stuff, and I think going at it the second time will always be better.
Well, that's a bold statement to make because we don't know when that, could be, but knowing that it's a possibility, of course, I hope everybody that's watching is excited for that possibility. Of course, competitive Paladins. Listen, I played Team Fortress 2 for like for a long fucking time. I played that, and that, you know what held that game together? Other than the duct tape that the coders put, it was the love of that competitive community, and they're still playing today. And if we love Paladins, if we want to keep playing this game that we all like so much, all you have to do is log in and play it. All you have to do is log in and play it with your friends, with your team, set up some screams. It doesn't matter if there's a huge prize pool behind it. People like Skilled, they're going to be kind enough to do this, but even when it's not there, if we want to play Paladins, all we have to do is log in and do it. I will be here as long as I can to help facilitate that, let more people see it. We all love this fucking game. We can push it forward as long as we want. Thank you guys so much for showing up today. Everybody who watched, everyone who donated, everyone who played, everyone who was on the broadcast with me. Hopefully we'll see you guys another time soon.
Something in the air, always something